What is going on, button pushers? Welcome to the channel. Today I want to go over three huge music video mistakes that I really often see in a lot of different music videos that make the video almost unbearable to watch, in my opinion. So if you guys are new or really starting off in the music video or even just shooting in general game, this is a video you should definitely watch. If there are any pet peeves that you guys have when watching different music videos or, just videos in general, drop me a comment below. Let me know what is something that you hate seeing people do that needs to be fixed. Anyways, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's just jump straight into the video. Now, the first problem that I see very often is that people are shooting in 60 frames per second and exporting at 60 frames per second. Now, sometimes that's okay. It really depends on what it is. But honestly, guys, music videos look so much better when exported at 24 at least. And if you're shooting in 24 frames per second and exporting at 60, that is something that needs to be completely fixed because that doesn't work out at all. And you should not be doing that. But if you're shooting at 60, at least export in 24 frames. I'll show you guys how to do it here. You can do it in your export settings or even just your sequence settings to make it even easier for you. In Premiere, this is how you do it, but honestly, in the other programs, it should be just as simple. All you need to do is go to your sequence settings and change your base frame rate to 23.976 or 24, whatever. It'll look a lot better. That, or when you're exporting, change the frame rates to 24 or the same exact value, the 23.976. On to issue number 2. Now, this is people who use digital stabilization even when they're using stabilizers or in their very shallow depths of field. Now, this causes a really big issue. It's that whole warp stabilization issue kind of thing. Now, when you throw on warp stabilizer, especially on something that's super shallow and has a lot of like bokeh and isolation, it doesn't come out good because the program doesn't understand what has to stay. Now, this can also happen with things with thin apertures, but not as much. So here's an example of something with a really shallow depth of field that has image stabilization on it, digital image stabilization specifically, and it doesn't look good. And I'm talking about digital image stabilization specifically because it is digital and it doesn't look as good as one might have if they had sensor image stabilization, like actual image stabilization that isn't digital, because it is easier to detect the movement rather than the digital trying to kind of determine itself, and it could get it wrong. But guys, yes, image stabilization can add on to that stabilized effect when you're using a gimbal or something, but honestly, you don't need it, so let's not do it because sometimes it can mess up your shot completely. It adds a little bit of weird shake, it makes it a little wonky, and it doesn't look good. Sometimes, most of the time. And this third one, guys, this last thing here, log footage and color grading the log footage. If you don't know how to color grade log footage, let's not do it, because there's a lot of times where people will shoot in log and not know how to color it and just kind of basically leave it at that. And sure, it's like a really desaturated, stylized kind of look maybe, but at the end of the day, it's simply because you might not know how to color it and it just doesn't work out in a way where you might want it to, and it just doesn't come out as great. So if you don't know how to color log footage, either get into studying it, learn it, or just use a picture profile. Now, of course, log is used to kind of make sure that the shadows and the highlights have a lot of details left over, so you have more time and more control in your color grading, and that way you don't mess up any colors and make it look really bad. But at the end of the day, if you don't know how to color log footage, you'll end up making it look bad anyways. So having the color picture profiles will help a ton if you don't know how to do it, or as you're learning it, it could just save you some time. So let's just do that. My favorite picture profile is Faithful. I used it on the 1DX2 for so long because it didn't have C-Log on it. Faithful is always a really good profile to use because it's somewhat flat but still has a really nice color to it. So if you're not knowledgeable in coloring log footage, use Faithful. It helps a ton. Anyways, guys, those are my 3 pet peeves in things that people really do in their music videos that kind of don't really work out and make the video look a little bit kind of bad. If you guys have anything to add, make sure you guys drop in a comment below. Let me know what you think makes videos look not so good. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Keep pushing buttons, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.